What's going on, everybody? Let me get ready here. Whew. There we go. Yeah, cover up that hair. So we are coming to you guys live to report on the Dow Jones opening bell for Monday, March 16th, 2020. Let's see. Backup server. What's going on? Yeah, I have Jonathan Reese is here. JP Lawns and Moore's here. Welcome, guys. Yeah, we're starting the day off. Let's see. What in the flying monkeys is Silver doing? Yeah. So I did a live stream at 7:30 this morning where we saw Silver down at 1190. The gold to silver ratio got to 124 to 1. Currently, let's see, spot at for gold is 1455, 33. Silver's at 1256, and our ratio is at 115.84. So let me turn my volume down there. I'm getting work emails in. So we've seen a huge sell off in platinum, palladium, and rhodium. So we'll go over those in just a minute. The markets are getting ready to open, but as soon as they open, they will be closed again. As we've reached a stop point, 5% on the Dow Jones, and overnight trading there. So, Jonathan Reese says he likes cheap spot, silver spot, but yeah, 12 got you worried. Yeah, and actually, it's hard to find anybody that's got anything available. I mean, we checked JM Bullion earlier. They still currently, as of about an hour and a half ago, still had tubes of tubes and monster boxes of 2020s available. I did not check APMEX, but I think there was a lot of places that are out, or just have alert me for most of their silver. So beans and rice, welcome. Red beans and rice is one of my favorite dishes, man. Spent a lot of time down in New Orleans as a kid. Indianapolis, actually, outside of New Orleans and the deep South, Indianapolis actually has some of the best Cajun food in the United States. A lot of people that left New Orleans after Katrina actually came to Indianapolis. Indianapolis had a huge influx of people from the New Orleans area, from the Delta area that came here. So we got a lot of great restaurants here. We actually have fast food Cajun here in Indianapolis. So that's fun. Yeah. So John Reese says, yeah, 12 got him worried. Sorry, I got some fuzz floating around in here. Beans and Rice says he was mocked for prepping. Yeah, no kidding. I have enough food stores for 3 months, a good 3 months for both food and water, which is great because this morning I was told that I'm going to be in quarantine here at my home for at least the next 10 days due to my illness that I have come down with. So they don't test people unless the you go to the ICU for coronavirus here in Indiana. We've only tested 161 people in the entire state as of this morning, of all the people that have been tested. So, um, let's see. Jonathan Reese says anyone who wasn't stacking gold and silver and all of their needs are worried. Yeah, I guess people decided they really wanted to wipe their ass if they're going to be locked inside for 17 months. So, Kevin Hubbard, welcome, sir. Good to see you. David Carlisle, hey, I haven't seen you around for a minute. David, welcome. Carrie and Terry Kellogg, hey, we saw you last night over at uh, the um, uh, Step Stacker, El Dorado 13. So hope you had fun over there. Full Push Metals, welcome. He says, always buyer beware, but the return system is flawless. Also, I sell on them. I'm still open. He's discussing the Mercari app. I'm not familiar with them. Um, so, um, yeah, Jonathan Reese says he wishes he had more money so he could see what his LCS had left. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't even have, I mean, I can't leave the house. So, not like I could go to the LCS even if I wanted to, but I could still, if I had extra cash, I could get it online and see what I can get. So Full Push Metal says want a 10% off coupon. That'd be great. If you've got anything you want to add in there, let's go ahead and get that dropped in there. So um, let's see. So JP Lawns and more. If we get to a 20% drop on the S&P trading is closed for the day. JP, is that just for the S&P, or they have that for the Dow Jones as well? Do you happen to know? Um, so the Dow and Nasdaq are reporting. Um, so the Dow Jones is down 9.71%. It is down 2,250. The Nasdaq opened down 6.12%, down 482.15 points. And that has halted trading. So that's where we're at. Silver is still at 1257. Gold is down $73 at 1457.90. Other metals, platinum is at a near 30-year low, I think they were saying earlier. It's down $110 at 660. Palladium is down $303 at 1545. I reported last week, I think maybe on Wednesday, that I felt like palladium pricing was going to fall down below gold pricing, and that was when palladium was still $900 more, or 700 $800 more than gold at the time. And here we are, it's only $100 $112 higher than gold currently. So it does look like that is where we are going to be heading today. I had predicted last week that it was going to happen sometime this week. I think maybe when Thursday or Friday last week, I reported that I felt like it was going to be midweek. So, yeah, I think we're going to make it possibly even today. So we'll see. Rhodium's taking a big hit. It's down $2,800 so far. It's down at $9,500 an ounce. Copper is down 11 cents today, currently at $2.36. And aluminum is down a penny and a half at 74.5. Barrels of crude oil is taking a huge hit today as well. Well, we got to stop in the action on the Dow Jones and Nasdaq. We can talk about that. Crude oil barrels are currently at 28.61. I don't anticipate that number stepping up much in the next couple weeks. I think the next big push that you see in that up is going to be created from when Saudi Arabia and Russia start playing nice together again. And once those two iron out their problems, then you'll see probably a $10 barrel jump pretty quick in that. Once they come to an agreement, that'll jump $10-15 a barrel within a matter of 15 minutes probably. So let's check out and see. Yeah, Kevin Hubbard said the price of silver went up around him. Yeah, and if you go on to any of the online dealers, silver prices for purchasing have not really come down. You're going to be hard pressed to get an American Silver Eagle for still less than $20. So this is the time where the bullion dealers are making their money. So Step Stacker, hey, what's going on, buddy? Step Stacker wants to know if anybody wants to buy all of his silver. Well, after last night's live stream, you're all out of gold too, man. You gave it all away. Let's see. Terry Kellogg says he just sent you an email. So Full Push Metal says maybe tomorrow. Step Stacker says he just woke up. Man, we ran until almost 1:00 together, buddy, and I stayed up until 4:30 and was up again at 6:30. So, Armand, welcome, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. If I do pause, mute my camera or my feed, you'll know that it's because of that. So we got a lot of people that are new-ish or haven't been on my channel for a few episodes probably. So I do have all of the symptoms of the beer flu, and I've been in contact with my healthcare provider this morning and my local department of health, and they are both telling me that I need to stay home inside with no contact from anybody for the next 10 to 14 days. So that's why you get lucky enough to get these reports. Yeah, we're going to be coming with a lot of reports and videos in the next couple of weeks. I can tell you that. So, Armand is coming to us from Australia. Welcome. That's awesome. And let's see. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And Ryan Neal says runny nose is not a symptom. Yeah, okay. So I spent Friday night. I started having dry coughs and sneezing Wednesday last week. Thursday developed a fever. Friday started having pains in my chest, and my fever increased Friday night about 9:30, 10 o'clock. My fever peaked at 103.5, and I still have a fever of over 100 and have had one all weekend. So, yeah, if I mute anytime during the feed, just know that it's because I'm coughing up a lung or having a sneezing fit. So, That guy over there, 123, welcome from Michigan. Sorry to hear that you have to be stuck at home and all that. Yeah, it really kind of stinks because um, I don't have DoorDash. I got to sign up for DoorDash because if I want to get any food delivered, that's going to be it. If I want to have anything good, I want to have something from my favorite restaurant delivered real bad. So, um, I do have enough food reserves here that I can survive and not not starve for many months. So I'm looking forward to testing out my preps and see if my food preps can keep my sanity and keep my spirits high. So um, I love spices, and so Mrs. Dash is great for prepping because it kind of a lot of times, you can get some food that doesn't taste, you know, great. It just tastes bland. A little bit of Mrs. Dash goes a long way. Just a gamer. He says he's in Missouri, and he says he lives off DoorDash. Yes. Let's see. Superior being, welcome. He wants to know. I wonder how long women will be accusing men of having man COVID-19. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, we want to see that. So, I saw a meme the other day. I've seen it many times online, actually, of uh, like a warning, so showing that women that come down with COVID-19 should report to detention centers, like wineries and Hobby Lobby or something like that. I forget. It's Step Sticker says McDonald's. Yeah, so I got a McDonald's like 4 or 5 blocks from my house. It's within walking distance if I wanted to walk there. Um, but it is like I feel like any virus that I might have will be trumped by whatever virus is already in that McDonald's. It is you get a really unique cross section of life inside that McDonald's. So DJ Sooth says at this rate it won't be long until money becomes worthless. At least then we can use the toilet roll substitute. Or we can use it as a toilet roll substitute. Yeah. Um, with everybody's markets money having issues currently, it's a worldwide thing, and I don't think all money will become useless. I know there's a lot of people out there that hype that fiat currencies will always fail, but not all fiat currencies are going to fail at the same time. The US dollar has been the world leader in fiat currency for I don't know how many years, but how many decades it's been the worldwide leader. But even if the US dollar fails, there's going to be another currency that is taking its place. I'd love to tell you that it's going to be silver and gold, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Um, you know, maybe there's an off chance that this all brings everybody together like a 1969 drum circle, but and we can all can get on board with one universal worldwide currency, uh, but I highly doubt it. So let's see where we are at spot value wise. Silver's back up to 1281. Woo! Gold is down 60 at 1470.50, and our current ratio is 115.65. Oh, Kevin, thank you. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. 26 people watching. Wow, that might be a record for one of my live streams. Full push metals, yeah, they always have and they always will fail. Yeah, I agree. They always do fail. And the U.S. currency is well past the point that 99.9% of all other fiats have lasted. So, um, it hate to say it, but it might be time for us to bow out and have somebody else become the preferred currency. Now, it will cause our markets to not rebound the way that we want them to. But what other currencies do you guys think are out there that would be the substitute? Um, is the euro strong enough? Without Great Britain's backing anymore in it. Is it going to be, you know, Japanese, Chinese currency, um, possibly something from the Middle East? What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I want to know what you guys are thinking. What's going to be the replacement for the U.S. dollar as a global trading mechanism? Let's see. DJ Sooth says, um, "What do we think of the Dow Jones, or what do you think the Dow Jones will hit by the end of the week? I think today will be the biggest drop before rallying or at least holding." Um, that I would say I'm thinking we're going to see several days of drops, based on you know with all of the measures the Feds took over the weekend to try to prop up the market, and this is the thanks that we get. Uh, um, you know, if that didn't work, we're out of options other than huge, I mean, billions and billions and hundreds of billions, maybe even trillions of dollars of subsidies um, to prop up the market. Um, I don't see any way we're going to be able to um, stop the bleeding this week. But it's possible that we possibly maybe next week. I mean, we're all going down this rabbit hole together, and we don't know where the bottom of that rabbit hole is. So, um, let's see. Yeah, DJ Sooth, Japanese and Chinese economies are likely to recover the quickest, so their currencies could be strong. Um, Stacker 2020, welcome. Yeah, he says the Swiss franc. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a possibility. Step Stacker says probably the Chinese and a war. Yeah, well, war is always proven to be one of the best ways to get your economy jump started. Um, so I hope a lot of you guys are not of drafting age at this point. So, all right. So our markets are open. The Dow is going down further. Um, it is down 12% now at 20. It's down 27.87. It's on its way to break down below 20,000. We've only got 399 points to go. Nasdaq's down 11 and a half percent. It's down 901 points. It has broken 7,000. It's currently at 69.7344. So those markets are open. Let's see. Platinum is steady. Platinum's back up from where it was. Platinum did drop down to 1575 earlier this morning around 7:30 or so. So it is back up. Um, Jason Crowley, yeah. New rabbit hole forming at some point. Legacy markets get replaced by digital sector. Yeah, and that's something that's been a long time coming. I think is moving to digital. I don't think digital currency is the wave of the future, but I think those markets, you're going to see a lot of markets are going to start switching. They're going to start moving. Gold-backed crypto for international exchanges, in person to as far as person to person depends how far it goes. They will make new bills with new denominations because you will need a million for a sandwich. Yeah. uh, yeah. Gold backed crypto for international exchanges is a good idea in theory, but in practice, I don't know how practical it is because who holds the gold? You know, where do you store the gold? What country gets to control the gold that is the backer for the cryptocurrency? And that's a huge uh question. And there's going to be countless countries that are going to be vying for that. Um, and then you got to control it in some way. Um, let's see. Um, let's see what everybody in the chat's saying here. Yeah, so um, the markets have dropped again. Now it's slow coming in with that information because it's running so slow. I think those markets are weighed down. Uh, Dow Jones currently down 27.27. Nasdaq down 906. Let's see. United States dollar index is up. That stinks. Um, let's see. What else do we have here? Silver's trying to pop back up. So gold is down below crucial resistance level at 1500. We hovered around that 1500 for a while, and then we hovered around the 1545, 1550 for a while, and then once it punched through 1555, it was off to the races. And it's going to take us a long time to punch a lot of those resistance levels again. So. Um, Let's see. So the Dow is trying to recover slightly. It looks like we've seen a little bit of an uptick there, down 26.35. The Nasdaq's back over 7,000, so we're in luck there. And I'm back. All right. Uh, let's see. The Fed pumped 700 billion into markets last night. If they can do this daily, it will be $11 an ounce in the morning. Eight an ounce by Friday. Depends on the sell off. If they can do it for the fourth time. $1.7 trillion now. Yeah, it's they're doing their best to pump money into it for sure, and try to prop it up the best they can. But it's hard to do. I mean, you're going to run out of money eventually. So, okay. So it looks like the markets are starting to recover, which is great. It's good to see. Off grid power. Hey, welcome, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in. We are just talking about the massive drops in precious metals and stock markets this morning. We did a live opening of the bell. Um, so in Step Stacker wants to know, said, did they shut down bars and restaurants today? That's a lot of strippers out of work. Yeah. I don't know how they shut down bars and restaurants in Ohio and Illinois, and Indiana usually follows suit pretty closely. I've seen with what's going on with the virus outbreak. Um, so DJ Sooth has a good point. Says they always do webcam. You can always get in on that action. So full push metal says nope. They'll never run out of money because they can always just print it forever. Yeah, that's true. Dan Keller, whoa, we have a golden celebrity in the house. Everybody, Dan Keller, welcome. Dan Keller. If you guys don't know, Dan Keller won the won all the gold last night in Step Stacker's Eldorado 13. Um, so far, he had won 7.75 grams, which was like at the time of the video, the live stream um, was like $389 worth of gold that he won, um, which was huge. And um, you don't find giveaways like that on YouTube very often that are that big, which is awesome. That I was able to help Step Stacker with that last night. Um, so uh, yeah, sorry, Dan, but since you won, your prize has decreased in value some. So I think it's down probably $20. Um, so Basehead Rock OG12S. I am going to just call you Basehead. He wants to know how everybody's doing. Everybody's doing okay. Not great, not wonderful, but we're all doing just fine, just okay for various reasons. So, you guys get a lot more of me on YouTube here for the next 10 to 14 days as I am in quarantine. Let's see. Let's see. Full Pitch Metal says he's sorry he missed out on all of the fun Step Stacker, but um, you do have opportunities to get in again. This is something that Step Stacker does every month, and starting at the end of next month, I'm going to be doing every month. So it's super great. We have a lot of fun on those live streams. His show and my show are set up a little bit different from each other, but um, Step Stacker has tickets available currently on eBay, if I'm not mistaken. And Step Stacker, you can correct me on that. I know that the guys, if they're interested in getting a claim in your Eldorado 13, they can email you rsp926@gmail.com. I don't. Let's see. Dan Keller wants to know how many spots are left for the next one. So yeah, if you can let us know down in the chat, Step Stacker, what you got left and what those are going for. I think you said they were going for $33 again for April. So DJ Sooth says I have some pan sifted gold flakes in a jar from Alaska on my shelf. I guess I'll be guarding them fiercely from here on. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, any gold is worth its weight in gold, even if it's flake. I've got 10 grams of gold that's delivering to my office that I am been ordered away from today. So I'm gonna have to make arrangements to get that brought out to me. More importantly than getting all my work stuff brought out to me. So Step Stacker says we've got 9 spots left. Links are in last night's live stream for eBay. eBay username is Redheaded Step Stacker. So if you search Eldorado 13, it will be listed under that as the title. But when you type in Eldorado 13, you're going to have to probably scroll down because it won't be the first listing. So Stepsaker says the entries for next month are $30. So, and the gold that we sifted last night had 4 grams in it, and so a little over 4 grams. So it's for $30. He's selling 12 tickets. Looks like 3 have already sold, and so yeah, you got good opportunity to get a return. Real good opportunity. Last night stream, everybody won something. Even the people that didn't win got Utah Goldbacks and Constitutional Silver. So nobody's walking away with nothing. So Dan Keller says, I just got one. Oh, yep. Yeah. Dan Keller bought a spot. So now there's 8 spots left. So guys, those are going to go quick. They're going to go real quick. So, I mean, that game's not for another month, and a third of the spots are already gone. I think the word's getting out that you can win some crazy, crazy amounts of gold for such a small investment. And this is the new coin roll hunting. Coin roll hunting is getting so old and so tired. The rolls that they're hunting are the same rolls they probably turned into their bank last week. They got repackaged and they're reopening, and it's a huge waste. I mean, you're not going to win anything at all. And we proved last night with the Eldorado 13, everybody's going to be a winner. So yeah, thank you again, Dan Keller. That was so awesome. That you won. You were very gracious with the tips. We do appreciate that. And also, guys, Step Stacker does have pay dirt and panning kits available on eBay as well. So when you search red-headed Step Stacker on eBay, you'll be able to find his other listings as well. I think he's got channel stickers available still. It's a 3-sticker pack. So let's see. Indie XP and golden prizes. What do you think we gave away? How much did we give away last night? Let's see. In pure gold, just in gold nuggets and flakes, and pickers and nuggets, we gave away right at just shy of 10 grams. So you're looking at almost a third of an ounce there. We gave away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 Utah Goldbacks, and with an online eBay value currently of about $3.50 a piece on those. You're looking at about $50 there. And we gave away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 26 constitutional dimes. So roughly 2 ounces of silver there. So not great with the price right now, but that's another $25. So 50, 75, $575 looks like somewhere in that vicinity. Um, yeah, I mean, we gave away a ton. Um, yeah, I'd say probably between 525 and 575, depending on whether you look at the spot value last night or this morning. So guys, for last month was $33 to enter, and yeah, I mean, if you're gonna roll dice, you might as well roll those dice. Don't be looking at coin roll hunting and being like, oh yeah, I bet you I can pick up something really nice there, but you're probably not. The Eldorado 13, obviously, it's a huge deal. It's going to get bigger, guys. Get in now while you can. So, let's go ahead and take a quick look back at the markets and see what we've got going on. Bitcoin. We go ahead and report on Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin jumped up to just shy of 6,000 at about 6 o'clock last night. And since dropped back down $1,200. It's currently at 48.62. Um, Dow Jones is currently um, down 25.78. So it's at 20,607. The Nasdaq is down 793 points, currently at 7,081.72. So yeah, Dan Keller said he spent $66 and he won big. Hey, no joke there. That was a great prize you got there, son. Very nice. Stepstacker says he can't wait for you to hold that big nugget. Makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. Yeah, when you get those big nuggets like that, it really it makes your pooper pucker that you're going to drop it or something, because you're like, well, this is a lot. I mean, it once you get above a few grams, it kind of starts becoming surreal. So, yeah, so it was a lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at silver and gold real quick while we're still here. Silver's at 12.77. Silver's at 14.74.68, and the ratio is holding fairly steady at 115.44. So, guys, if you weren't with us first thing this morning, when we did the breaking news, the silver to gold or gold to silver ratio jumped to over 124 to 1. It was a very, very strange time. We were live on the air and watched it happen. Silver dropped down below $12, down to 11.90. I think the trading was happening so fast that it was impossible for them to catch all the transactions and keep the online numbers up to date. So, let's see. Yeah, people are getting nuggets melted down, getting their into bars and getting them assayed. Yeah, um, it doesn't take much to get them assayed. A lot of jewelers will be able to give you a preliminary assessment on them. They can do a chemical test where they'll scrape some um, onto a whetstone. They got different chemicals they can drop on the trail to test to kind of give you a ballpark on what it would assay out at. If you want an official assay, a certified assayer to look at it and certify it, you do have to send it off, and it's a little bit of a process. I've done some research on that in the past, as far as requirements for becoming a certified assayer, but it is quite a process. You're sending your gold off for some time and having it. So let's see. Now we did a 12-minute advertisement for the next month's Eldorado 13. Oh man. So I want to take a quick look. There were some good articles that were published overnight. Um, and I prepared a video very first thing this morning. And as I was preparing to upload it, I was actually in the process of uploading it, and things started kind of going to hell on the market. And so I'm like, I better just go live with this one. So um, American Air. Let's see. These are just headlines. Boeing airline, or I'm sorry, American. This is from Bloomberg. American Airlines to slash global flights by 75% as virus cuts demand. Um, let's see. Um, from CoinDesk, does crypto need circuit breakers? That's a good question. Last week's price crash ignites a debate. Yeah, I can see that. Um, yeah, boy, there was just a lot. And I use Apple News top stories, and it rolls everything off. So, um, this is from Fred Imbert, CNBC. S&P 500 up 9 points, or 9%, extending losses after 15% trading halt. Stocks fell sharply Monday, even after the Federal Reserve embarked on a massive monetary stimulus campaign to curb slower economy growth amid the coronavirus outbreak. The S&P 500 dropped 9.3%, while the Dow Jones Industrial fell 2,174 points, or 9.4%. The Nasdaq Composite traded 9.3% lower. Those losses put the major averages on track for their worst day since Black Monday market crash in 1987. Uh, they also eclipsed the steer decline seen on Thursday. Of course, Thursday we saw huge drops as well. Um, Before the open, futures contracts tied for the major averages hit their limit down, quote unquote, levels, meaning they could not trade below that threshold. Those limits are imposed by the CME group to maintain orderly market behavior. While the central bank's actions may help ease the functioning of markets, many investors said that they would ultimately want to see coronavirus cases peaking and falling in the US before it is safe to take on risk to buy equities again. The Fed blasted its monetary bazooka for sure, said Peter Bachvar, chief investment officer at Bleakley Advisory Group. Quote, it's better to work, or this better work, because I don't know what they have left, and no amount of money raising from the sky will secure this virus. Any only time and medicine will, end quote. The Fed announces QE. The Fed cut interest rates down to basically zero, their lowest level since 2015. The U.S. Central Bank also launched a massive $700 billion quantitative easing program. Donald Trump said he was, quote unquote, very happy with the announcement, adding, I think that people in the markets should be thrilled, end quote. Quincy Crosby, the chief financial strategist at Prudential Financial, stated this, coupled with an important fiscal package, should help cushion the economic downside of the virus effect on the economic activity. It's going to be positive, but the market is at the mercy of the virus and at the mercy of whatever the containment policies that work. The Fed's announcement came after they issued another emergency rate cut earlier this month. This also comes on the heels of the market's biggest one-day gain since 2008. Um, with let's see, biggest one-day gain since 2008, the majority averages all surging more than 9% on Friday. However, the weekend's news about the coronavirus outbreak was not helping sentiment. U.S. cases have climbed to 3,774 with 69 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention urged organizers to cancel or postpone events with at least 50 people. That's quite a dramatic drop from the 350 they were telling us before, 250 they were telling us before. The main problem uh, with this, as to other market disruptions, is the absolute closure of the economic activity, said Dan Deming, managing director of the KKM Financial Group. The speed of the impact in Middle America, let alone the global community, is relatively unprecedented. Yeah, this is the first true epidemic that we've seen in the world where information has been able to be shared this quickly. And I think that's going to be the one saving grace in this whole thing is that uh, they information is being able to be transmitted much quicker um, than it ever has been in situations like this. So um, let's see. Apple shares plunged more than 12% before Monday's halt. They did announce that they were closing all of their showrooms outside of China for the rest of the month. Um, Airline stocks also fell broadly. Delta and United traded at least 15% lower, while American lost about 20 before the bell. Bank stocks uh, took a hit, with Bank of America and JP Morgan Chase dropping 17.6 and 18.3% respectively. I think we touched on that at the very beginning of the live stream. That we hadn't heard much about what our financial sector was, what kind of hits they were taking. Um, Morgan Stanley fell 17.1%, while Citigroup dropped 20.7%. The big banks announced Sunday that they would be halting their buyback programs in an effort to provide capital where needed. The Dow and S&P 500 both fell more than 8% last week, along with the NASDAQ Composite tumbling into bear market territory. Bear market is usually defined on Wall Street as a decline of at least 20% from a high. We are definitely there by now. Investors have been dumping equities amid worries the coronavirus will slow economic growth and take a bite out of corporate profits. Economicists at JP Morgan see negative growth for the first quarter, while Goldman Sachs downgraded its first quarter growth forecast to flat from 0.7%. The rapid spread, this is a long article. I'm sorry. I did not realize this article was this long when I clicked on it. The rapid spread of the COVID-19 access across the world has dramatically heightened investor uncertainty and rocked global financial market. Strategist at MRB Partners said in a note, adding, the situation will get worse before it gets better. Whoa. Well, if you guys were looking for answers, I think that might be the one I think we were kind of dreading. Looking ahead, the number of active cases is likely to worsen in the near run, they said. More than 169,000 cases around the world have been confirmed, data from Johns Hopkins University shows. So, yeah. So, in the state of Indiana, they are not confirming you with the coronavirus unless you are admitted into the ICU with horrible symptoms. So, I am not eligible for testing at this time. They can just tell me that I am a mild to medium level possibility of having it and give me advisement to stay home for 10 to 14 days. So, great article there from Fred Imbert with CNBC. Let's take a look and see where our markets are at. I think we're seeing a little bit of a turnaround here. So yeah, markets are rebounding some. Dow Jones is down 23.14. It's about to break back over 21,000 points, so that's good. The Nasdaq is up. Or I'm sorry, it's down. It's always, it's going to be down. It's down 752 points, but it's up nicely. It's currently at 7122.85. Barrels of crude oil look like they might punch back through $30 a barrel soon. Platinum might bump back over $700 soon. Silver is back over $13 an ounce. That's good news. Let's take a look at the ratio. Yeah, so silver is at 1303, gold's at 1482.35, giving us a ratio of 113.80. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chat, see what we got going on. Let's see. Trump said we spent more money than Christmas. Yeah, that's true. More money spent than what people spend on Christmas. Silver dropped all the way to 12. Show that they are or doing a stock reset, and do believe gold is about to take a big hit. Yeah. There's a lot of ways this could go. I think we're kind of in somewhat uncharted territory as far as how this is going to affect the markets. And I think this is going to. I don't have the historical data to know what to look at back from like the 1919 Spanish flu, the influenza outbreak. I don't have that. I don't have. I'll have to look that up. I don't have that easy access. So I don't know how that affected markets because the gold and silver pricing was so much lower then. It's hard to see. It's harder to track trends because there's not as much movement 100 years ago. So, all right, guys, I've been on for almost an hour. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I am going to go ahead and keep my eye on the markets the rest of the day for you guys. If we have any more things that break out, I'll come back and let you guys know. So, guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old IndyXP, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right here in the corner. Show me some love. If you happen to be new to the independent experience, go ahead and smash that subscribe and jingle jingle bell right there in the corner. Bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. I've been IndyXP from the Independent Experience. I'm here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.